Mary Hill and Dara, Taylor Automotive Family, Women in the Driver's Seat. Today we are visiting with one of my favorite people, Stacy Harper, the energetic and compassionate woman behind Avenues for Autism, an organization that helps families and individuals impacted by autism through resources, support, all through their lifespan. Let's get inside and speak with Stacy. Stacy, thank you so much for being here today. Avenues for Autism has such a powerful mission. For those who may not be familiar, can you share what the organization does and what inspires your work as their executive director?
I would love to do that. Actually, Avenues for Autism started in 2001 through the Tyner family. They established it because they had a son with autism and really did not have many resources available to them. They were dependent on other parents. As people learned more and more about autism, they know that more and more resources were being developed, but still disjointed in our area. And so they wanted to have a place where a family, an individual could go and get the supports that they needed. Their bigger vision was to be able to go beyond the limits. And so our mission is to ensure that anyone affected by autism can live without limits, that they can reach their full potential and get the supports that they need. That takes a lot of work because the spectrum's large. And so sometimes support services are difficult to understand what people need. So we get to help them with an individual comprehensive plan. We help with advocacy. We help with inclusion, making sure that they feel confident and comfortable in their environments and that they can really thrive. And so for me, what really excites me and really inspires me is the people that we work with, of course. They're resilient, they're creative, and they're so determined to, see their full potential. And we've seen it firsthand. We've seen developments and changes in people that have been truly miraculous because of the supports that they've received.
Wonderful. Autism affects individuals and families in unique ways. What do you believe are some of the biggest needs in the autism community right now, and how is Avenues for Autism helping to address them?
I think there's a few needs that are kind of priority right now. And in my mind, and what we deal with in our organization primarily, is opportunities for inclusion, access to quality services, and really just helping individuals through each stage of their lifespan with whatever needs they might have. What we do at Avenues, because we have wraparound services, is we help them in various ways. We have an autism counseling program, so we help individuals one-on-one directly or family members through counseling, whatever their need might be, and we develop a comprehensive plan that meets those needs and helps them to improve. We also do social events, so that we can help individuals feel included and to build relationships with others and have those friendships that many often desire, especially in their teenage years and young adult life. Little kids, they are in early intervention programs and whatnot in school, and then they're usually, after they're in those special programs with other kids that are autistic, they go on to kindergarten and to their public schools perhaps, or private school, in which case they are working with neurotypical kids, and trying to build those relationships can somewhat be a struggle at times for some of them. Mm-hmm. Everyone on the spectrum is different. But that often is an issue. And so we help them with that through our counseling program. We also help them through our Suzanne Tyner Fund. The Suzanne Tyner Fund helps families and individuals with out-of-pocket costs that insurance won't provide. And so there's things like medical devices, sensory items, therapies like speech therapy and occupational therapy that they might need assistance on that can be very costly. So helping them with those unimaginable costs relieves some of the stress that they might have and still gives their children the opportunity and the access to the services that they need.
Wonderful. You've just mentioned so many programs that support individuals across the lifespan, but what's the one that you are really feeling that is making the biggest difference right now?
So I would say currently the program that we're working mostly with and that we're seeing the greatest growth has been the Autism Counseling and Support Service Program. We started it in 2023. And it was based on a task force of many different groups, other autism providers, other healthcare organizations. We looked at the community needs assessment and realized there's a huge gap in counseling services for individuals with autism. And so when we started in 2022, we did a soft launch. We had literally 4 sessions. By end of 2023, we had just over 500. Last year, we had over 1,200.
That's incredible.
And I'm excited to say that we are over 2,500 sessions this year. So in a very few years, we have seen a rapid increase. I think truly it's happened for a few reasons. One, we have an incredible team. They are very practical. They use evidence-based practices. They work closely with each individual to find out where their needs are and to help them just in the day-to-day. But I also believe it's successful because it's accessible. As I mentioned in one of my previous statements, having access to quality service is important. We do it through telehealth primarily. And so there's no barriers with transportation. There's no, I'm going to feel uncomfortable going into somebody else's office or room. They're in their own space through telehealth, working through whatever concerns they might have or whatever independence they hope to have their sessions lead to. We even have cooking classes for group therapy, which is fun. They literally talk about health management and food and dietary needs. And that's been a big hit as one of our sessions. The families go out and they buy some groceries, or we purchase them and have them sent to their house. And they literally cook or make their dish all online together, and they try it and see if it's good or not. And
I love it.
It's really exciting to see that development and that growth, and truly that independence that they're experiencing.
That's huge. Community partnerships are essential for nonprofit success. How does Avenues for Autism collaborate with families, businesses, schools, the broader community to create more inclusive opportunities?
Well, first and foremost, we couldn't do it without our community partners. And while we are so fortunate to be the conduits to help make the impact happen and to see the difference, we get to see it every day with the individuals we serve. If it wasn't for our community partners, we wouldn't be able to do any of it. Mm-hmm. So, organizations, companies like Taylor Automotive Family that sponsors our events, others that are our major donors that have come in, like the Tyner Family Foundation, who supports our operational needs and other programs. Those groups, those organizations, those companies are so essential to making the difference, because then we can be more innovative. We can enhance our programs. We can provide additional services, which is the look ahead for us. Mm-hmm. We're not just stopping here. We're going to go full throttle. I'll just add that pun for Avenues for Autism. But we truly are looking at bigger and better and how we can serve the community's needs in all the ways that we can. We're small, so we're doing all that we can right now.
Small, but making a huge impact.
Well, absolutely. I appreciate that, because we try very hard. We actually only have a team of 5, but we have so many community partners. We work with the schools. We work with families at school to help with IEPs. We work with some of our corporations will do trainings and Autism 101, autism in the workplace, working with employers to help them be able to work more closely and understand the needs of someone that might be employed by them with autism, and how they can make that environment more successful for them and to give them the tools and the training they need. It's just partnership and collaboration is everything. We actually facilitate a network of 25 different organizations called the Autism Provider Network. So many of the providers and organizations in the area that are dedicated and committed equally to helping individuals with autism, we get together, we look at the gaps that are in the community, and we work very closely to try and bridge those gaps. And so we're very lucky when it comes to the community we live in and the collaboration that occurs.
Wonderful. And speaking of community, how does the community get involved and support the work that you're doing?
It doesn't have to always be a corporate sponsorship or whatnot. We look for volunteers. There's many times we're asked for big events like Glass City Marathon. We run the food tent at the end of the marathon. We need 30 to 40 volunteers. At the end of the year, they turn around, and because of our volunteerism, they give us a check. We never know what it's going to be, but it really has helped boost our programs and enhance and help us year to year move forward. And having that camaraderie and that involvement at events like the Glass City Marathon, it's so exciting and inspirational. We may have some of our clients there working. We may have whole families working together. We have some of our corporate sponsors coming out to help. It's just really neat to see everybody, even just hands-on, working together to make something like Glass City Marathon, that ending experience when they're tired after running a marathon, be so meaningful to them and to be a part of it. And so those are the kind of things. So volunteering, donating, and sponsoring.
Wonderful. Okay, buckle up. It's the lightning round, Stacy.
Already? Okay.
Already. What's one word you'd use to describe the autism community?
Possibility.
Oh, I love that. A book, show, or podcast you're loving right now?
I am so sappy. So this is my favorite time of the year. I love the Hallmark Channel. I will watch any Christmas movie, any love story, any feel-good movie this time of year. Makes my heart happy.
Oh, that's great. What's your go-to way to unwind after a long day?
Not sure if I should say it, but I enjoy having a glass of wine with my husband, snuggling up on the couch, and watching something on Netflix.
That sounds like a beautiful, beautiful thing. So now, what's one small thing that always makes you smile?
Compassion, people helping other people. I can't get enough of it. When I see it, you can't just walk away from feeling like, wow, I wish more people would be like that. I hope I'm always like that. I've been in nonprofit for over 30 years. And the biggest joy has been able to help other people.
Wonderful. Well, speaking of compassion, thank you for all you do and for your team, for the autism community, and we greatly appreciate all the impact that you have on our community.
I'm so appreciative of what Taylor Automotive Family does for us. I mean, year after year, they've sponsored us, they've helped us, and they believe in us, and having that community trust is so important, and we're not going to let you down.
That's wonderful. Thank you again. Thank you, Stacy, for visiting with us today and for all you do for the autism community. It's time for us to hit the road and see who's next in the driver's seat.